I'm Anthony from the Basement Reef. We're a retail aquatic pet store and houseplant shop located in Columbia, Missouri. And this is our YouTube channel where we focus on everything relating to the aquatic side of our business. Today, we just got done unpacking a shipment of corals from Eye-Catching Coral. We get this 50 pack from them at the beginning of every month, and so do lots of other fish stores across the country. They're a pretty big company in this hobby. We've unboxed these before on our channel a handful of times, so we don't want to bore you with the same old unboxing video again. Last thing we want is for our content to become stale, but we do want to showcase these shipments as they're coming in. So I got to brainstorming what's a better way we can do this than just the same old unboxing video again. And I decided that for today's video, we'd roll with a concept. What if you walk into your local fish store and there's 50 brand new frags from Eye-Catching Coral just like this? Again, they ship to a lot of fish stores, so that's a likely scenario. There's 50 frags. How do you decide which one to bring home? Well, for this video, we're going to imagine a few different types of customers that might come into the fish store for different reasons. If you're after a specific type of coral, if you're a new hobbyist, just a variety of different types of customers, and look at what coral might be a good one for them to bring home. And then at the end of the video, I'm going to pick out a coral for myself too. So our first imaginary customer of this video will be the new hobbyist. Let's say it's your very first coral in your tank. A lot of people point towards soft corals, like this leather in that case, but I kind of disagree. The worst thing a new hobbyist can do, at least in my experience, is worry too much. And soft corals have incredibly variable appearance, and any change in water parameters can make them do weird things. They're great and they're easy to care for, but they simply make you worry too much. Instead, I like to turn towards hardy, large polyp stony species, like this hammer coral here. They look like they're supposed to almost as soon as they get into your tank, and they don't keep you worrying the same way that those soft corals do. Along those same lines, a candy cane coral makes a really great choice for your first coral. These are easy as can be, and they always have nice bright colors. The last coral in this pack that I would have absolutely no problems recommending to a beginner would be this Duncan coral here. Duncans add a lot of good motion to the aquarium. They're really hardy, good growers, and I've put them into many aquariums early on with great results. Our next imaginary customer will be your stickheads. That is, those who like the branching SPS corals of the world. There's two options worth considering in this pack. A nice little green bushy acro, and then this guy here, who's a little more nondescript, but I see some cool things about him. There's multiple colors involved here, and there's even some orange on the tips, even though that might not come through in the videos. This one has more potential, so this is what I would choose if I were shopping for a stickhead. Alright, for our next customer, let's say that you're shopping for a specific region of your tank. Let's say someplace with low flow and low light. I would consider Recordia. We have 3 nice Recordia in this pack. A really cool blue one, which you don't see often. This super bright green one with a blue skirt that provides nice contrast. And this one here, that I can't make up my mind if it's pink or orange. Depending on the type of light that's hitting it and the time of day it is, it looks completely different. All 3 are very cool. For customer number 4, we'll just say that they know they want zoanthids, but they're not sure what type. My question for them would be, do you want something tried and true that's guaranteed to grow, or do you want something a little more exotic but might be a bit of a challenge? If your answer to that is tried and true, you can't go wrong with people eater style zoanthids. They come in lots of different color variations, but the common factor here is nice large polyps with bright green mouths. These Hawaiian people eaters especially are always a favorite. If your answer to that was that you would prefer something more exotic, it's not hard to find zoanthids in every color and pattern under the sun. Just remember that if it looks like something that you've never seen before, there's usually a reason for that. If it's really cool and a good grower, it would probably be well represented across the hobby. That's not to say you can't have success with these types of zoanthids, just know that it might be a bit of a challenge. This next customer is me. I'm shopping for my oddball LPS cube. You can check that tank out in the very first episode of The Basement Reef at Home, here on our channel. But the short of it is, I'm looking for strange LPS corals. This moon coral is a good possibility, but I'm going to keep looking. This Acan echinata has some really interesting colors to it, but I have some echinatas that have a legitimate kill count under their belt. They are aggressive towards other corals, and I plan on having a lot of coral cover in this tank. In the end, I think I'm going to go with this very strange little Blastomusa. It's kind of purple and glittery and gray. I can't even tell you what color, but it fits the oddball LPS cube wonderfully. So, for our last coral, I'm going to let my wife pick one out. She just likes pretty looking corals, so let's see what she picks. All right, Sarah, so out of these 50 new corals, which one would you pick out for your tank today?
This one catches my eye.
All right, and what is it that you like about that one?
It's got a lot of cool colors, and it's got a lot of stuff that you don't really see in the normal frag tanks. Some cool oranges and greens and blues.
So she picked out this little Micromusa, and I gotta say that she's absolutely correct. This is a nice little coral with some colors that you don't often see in this species. So maybe just walking up and looking for the coral that catches your eye and looks unusual is a viable strategy as well. And that brings us to the end of our video today. Hopefully you found this to be an interesting way to look at some of the corals that we got in this shipment. We definitely had fun making it. If you liked this video and want to see others like it, please check out the rest of our channel. And also, please like this video and subscribe to our channel. Both of those things would do a ton to help us grow, and we would appreciate it a ton.